Dr. Divya, shall I continue? Dr. Divya, sir, please let me know when shall I start.
Can continue the sessions.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, good morning to respected teachers, dear friends, students, and delegates from various colleges. Myself, Dr. Prakash Miti, and I'm here for presenting my topic on concept of Snehana Karma. So, let me share the screen. Good morning to respected teachers, dear friends, students, and delegates from various. Sir, Vijay sir, am I audible, sir? Is that okay? Yes, sir, am I audible?
Hello, sir. Sir, is my voice audible, sir?
Yes, it is audible, Dr. Jyoti.
Yes. Sir, you can share the screen now, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Okay, good morning to all. Sorry, there was a technical problem. Let me start the things once again. Let me share the screen.
Share the screen.
So, as I said, my topic is on the concept of Snehana Karma, and during this session, I am going to talk about the introduction to Snehana Karma, then definition of Snehana Karma, that is what is the exact meaning of Snehana, and the various doses of Snehana. Okay. Then Snehana Yoga, in which conditions Snehana is beneficial and in which conditions Snehana should not be performed. Okay. And then classification of Snehana based on various factors like based on combination of the forms of Sneha Dravyas and based on the usage as such. Okay. So, and then Snehana Vidhi, how exactly the Snehana procedure should be done. So, and then Snehana Karma Pada, that is the mode of action of Snehana. So that thing will be discussed, and then the Snehana philosophy, that is what can be expected out of the proper usage of Snehana Karma. Then at last discussion and conclusion will be done. Coming to the introduction, so any procedure in which if you use Sneha Dravyas, then that will be considered as Snehana Karma. Okay, and then we know that Shadveda Karmas are the 6 treatment modalities which are said by Acharya Vakbata. So they are Langana, Bruhana, Snehana, Svedana, Ukshana, and Stambhana. So Snehana is one among such Shadveda Karmas, and it has got its own importance among those Shadveda Karmas. And Snehana is also included in as one among the Purva Karmas which should be done prior to the Sanshodhana. So we know the meaning of the Shodhana, that is Edariyat Bahir Doshan Panchada Shodhanam Chatat, that is the procedure in which the aggravated doshas are eliminated out of the body are known as Shodhana, and prior to such Shodhana, Snehana Karma should be done, that is which is one among the Purva Karma. Snehana is not the only procedure which is mentioned as Purva Karma. So apart from Snehana, we also have Svedana and even Deepana Pachana are also included under the Purva Karmas, which should be done prior to the Shodhana. Coming to the definition of Snehana. So as I said, Sneha Dravyas are the substances which brings the Snigdhata in the body, and whatever procedure in which the Sneha Dravyas are used to oleate the body is known as Snehana Karma. And we have the quotation from Charaka Sutrasthana where Acharya Charaka has said that Snehanam Sneha Vishanda Mardava Kleda Karakam, that is the procedure in which Sneha, that is we get the oiliness, and then Vishyan, that is liquefaction, Martavata, that is softness, and then Kledaka, that is kleda, moistureness. Okay, so the procedure in which we get all these things can be said as Snehana Karma. And coming to the Sneha Dravyas, so to which substances one can call as Sneha Dravyas? So for that, Acharya Vakbata has said that has quoted a sloka in which to call a substance as Sneha Dravya, that should have some specific properties like Guru Sita Sarasnita, Manda Shukshma Mrudu Dravam, Aushatam Snehanopaya, Viparitam Virikshanam. That is the substances which are having the dominance of Guru, Sita, Sara, Snigdha. Sorry, there is a problem with the okay. So the substances which are having the dominance of Guru, Sita, Sara, Snigdha, Manda, Sukshma. Okay, so all those substances are known as, are considered as sneha dravyas, and the substances which are having the opposite qualities of these properties are considered as rukshana dravyas. Okay. So to call a substance as sneha dravya, that should have the predominance of such qualities in them. Okay, so those qualities are guru, sita, sara, snigdha, manda, sukshma, mrudu, drava. And any procedure in which such sneha dravyas are used, such procedure will be considered as snehana karma. Coming to the forms of sneha dravyas, we have four forms of sneha dravyas by which one can perform this snehana karma. They are sarpi majja vasa tailam sneheshu pravaram matam tatrapi chottamam sarpihi sanskarasya anuvartanat madhuryat avidayitvat janmadaiva cha shilana. That is, we have four forms of sneha dravyas. They are sarpi, that is guta, majja, vasa, and taila. Among these four forms of sneha dravyas, sarpi is considered as the best one because it is having a special property known as sanskarasya anuvartana. That is, whenever we mix guta with any food articles or any medicinal drugs, it does not lose its qualities. Instead, it acquires the properties of mixed one. And then next point is about the snehana matra, that is the dosage of snehana karma. As according to Acharya Vagbhata, we have four types of snehana matra. They are Rushiyasi matra, Rusva matra, Madhyama matra, and Uttama matra. We have the quotation: Dvabhyam chaturbir ashtavyama jirvanti yakramat Rusva madhya uttama matra statabhyascha Rushiyasim kalped viksha doshadin ragevatu Rushiyasim. That is Dvabhyam chaturbi ashta yama jiryanti yakrama. That is yama. Yama is nothing but 3 hours. Okay, so yama is considered as 3 hours. So the quantity of sneha which can be digested in dvabhyam, that is 2, chaturbi, that is 4, and ashta, that is 8. The quantity of sneha which can be digested in 2 yama, 4 yama, and 8 yama are considered as rusva, madhyama, and uttama matra respectively. So this is the classification of snehana matra as said by Acharya Vagbhata. Okay. So dvabhyam chaturbi ashtar yama jiryanti yakramat rusva madhya uttama matras tatabhyasya rushihasim kalpet viksha doshadin pragevatu rushihashim. Apart from these three, we have one more type, that is rushihasim matra. So which is nothing but the test dose, okay, which should be administered to know the Agni Bala of the person. Okay. So as such, we have four types of snehana matra as said by Acharya Vagbhata. So dvabhyam chaturbi ashtar yama jiryanti yakramat rusva madhyam uttama matra statabhyascha rushiyasim kalpet viksha doshadin pragevatu rushiyasim. There is the quantity of sneha which can be digested in 2 yama, 4 yama, and 8 yama are known as rusva matra, madhyama matra, and uttama matra respectively. And then the rushiyasim matra is considered as test dose, which should be done to know about the Agni Bala of the person. So next point is about the snehana yogya yoga, that is indications and contraindications of snehana. So in which conditions snehana is exactly beneficial. Okay. So svedya, sanshodya, madhya, stri, vyayamasakta chintakaha, ruddha, bala, abala, kusha, ruksha, khinastra, retasaha, vatartha, shanda, timira, daruna, pratibodhina, sneha. Okay. So in these conditions, snehana is specifically indicated. Okay. So which are those conditions? Svedya, that is the person who is about to undergo svedana. Okay. Svedya, that is the person who is about to undergo svedana. So in them, snehana is beneficial. And then sanshodya, that is prior to the sanshodhana karma. That is either vamana, virechana, basti, nasya, praktamokshana. So prior to those shodhana therapy, snehana is beneficial. And then madhya, stri, vyayama, sakta, chintaka, that is the person who is weak because of madhya, that is chronic alcoholism, stri, that is indulging in excessive sexual activities, vyayama, that is excessive physical exercise, and chintaka, that is worries. Okay. So the person who is weak because of madhya, stri, vyayama, and chinta. Okay. And apart from that, ruddha, that is old age people, and then bala, that is children. Abala, that is who are having less strength. Krusha, that is who are very weak or lean. Okay. And Ruksha, that is who are having the dominance of Ruksha guna in them. Then Kshinasra, Kshina Astra, that is who are having less blood or Rakta. Okay. That is that can be compared with the anemia. And then Kshina Retasa. So here so here the word Kshina is applicable to both Asruk as well as Retasa. That is Kshina Asruk and Kshina Retasa. That is Kshina Shukra. Retasa is nothing but the Shukra. So in case of Kshina Shukra also, Snehana is beneficial. So then Vatartha, that is the person who is suffering from Vata dominant diseases. And then Shanda, that is it is nothing but the Abhishanda, that is a type of eye disorder. That is this can be compared with the conjunctivitis. Then Timira, that is a type of blindness. Daruna Pratibodhina, that is who are having difficulty in awakening. So in all these conditions, Snehana is indicated or Snehana is beneficial. They are all known as Sneha. Then asneha, that is in which conditions snehana should not be performed. Na tu atimandagni tikshnagni stula durbala. So na, that is snehana should not be performed or should not be indicated in atimandagni. So those who are having very less or very poor digestive capacity, and atiagni or tikshnagni. So both the conditions are contraindicated for snehana. That is those who are having very poor digestion and those who are having very strong digestive capacity. So both are contraindicated for snehana. And then stula durbala, that is there is nothing but we have to take that one as ati stula and ati durbala. Of course, durbala Vyakti is indicated for snehana in the above sloka itself. It is there. So that is why I am referring to this one. So durbala, we have to take that one as ati durbala. So those who are very much debilitated. So in them snehana should not be performed. And urustamba, a disease condition in which the person is having stiffness of the thigh. And atisara, is diarrhea. Ama, that is indigestion. And Galaroga, that is so who are having disease related to gala, that is the throat. And then udara, gara and udara. Gara means artificial poison. Udara, that is the ascites. And then even some conditions like mucha, chapti, aruchi. And then the person who is having the dominance of shleshma and also trishna and madhyapedita. In all these conditions, and the person who has undergone nasya, basti, and virechana. So in them also snehana is contraindicated. So that's all about the snehana yogya. So next point is about the classification of snehana based on various factors like yoni bheda, that is based on the sources by which thing one can get the sneha dravyas. So sneha dravyas can be obtained by two sources, that is either by jangama source and or by stavara. Jangama is nothing but the sneha dravyas which are collected from the animals like cow, goat, etc. So example for that is gruta. Guta is one of the best example, and apart from that, vasa, majja are also the examples for jangama type of the sneha dravyas. And the stavara, that is the sneha dravyas which are obtained from the stavara origin, that is the plants. Okay, example for that is taila, various kinds of tailas obtained from the plant origin. Okay. Then next classification is based on the sanyoga way, that is based on the combination. So we all know that we have four forms of sneha dravyas, that is sarpi, vajja, vasa, telam, sneheshu pravrammatam. So among those four forms, if you combine two forms, then that will be considered as yamaka. For example, combination of sarpi taila or taila vasa or vasa majja or sarpi majja. So any combination in which we combine two forms of sneha dravyas, then that will be considered as yamaka. The word yamaka itself suggests that the twins, that is two, that is the sneha dravyas which are having the two forms of sneha dravyas is known as yamaka. Similarly, trivrut, that is combination of three forms of sneha dravyas, that is either Sarpi Taila Vasa or Taila Vasa Majja or Vasa Majja Sarpi, etc. And then Mahan, that is a combination of all four forms of Snehadravas. That is Sarpi Taila Vasa Majja. So combination of all four forms of Snehadravas are known as Mahan. Similarly, we have the one more classification based on the Prayoga, that is Achya Sneha and Vicharana Sneha. Regarding this, we'll talk later in detail. Then the next classification based on the karma, that is Shodhananga Snehana and Shamananga and Bruhananga Sneha. So let us discuss about the Achya Sneha and Vicharana Sneha in detail. So Achya Sneha is nothing but Achyaha Kevalaha, that is Achyapeyastu Yaha Sneho Na Tamahar Vicharanam. So the type of Sneha which should not be mixed with any articles, or that is it should be administered as it is, without mixing with any food articles or medicinal articles. So then that will be considered as Achyapeya. So Achyapeyastu Yaha Sneho Na Tamahur Vicharanam. It should not be mixed with any articles. Okay. So then if you are administering the Sneha Dravyas alone, then that will be considered as Achyapeya. Achyaha Kevala, that is the mere administration of Sneha as it is known as Achya Sneha, and we have specific indications of Achya Sneha. So Achya Kevala is the commentary given by the Acharya Dallana on Sishrata Chikitsaka. So Sneha Satmeha Klesha Saha Kale Na Atyushna Shitale. Okay. So these are the specific indications of Achya Sneha, where Achya Sneha is beneficial. So Sneha Satmeha, that is those who are habituated to Sneha Dravyas. So for them, Achya Sneha will be beneficial, and Klesha Saha, that is those who can withstand the strain. Klesha, that is strain. Saha, those who can withstand the strain. So in them, Achya Sneha will be ideal. Then Kale Na Atyushna Shitale. So Achya Sneha is ideal when we have the time, that is which is Na Ati Ushna Na Ati Shitala. Okay? So that is which is having the moderate temperature. So in that time period, Achya Sneha will be ideal. Similarly, we have certain conditions in which Achya Sneha should not be performed. That is Sneha Dveshi, that is those who are having aversion to the Sneha Dravyas. Then Kshama, that is the person who is weak because of chronic illness. Kshama. Okay. Then Mrudu Kosta, we know that we have three types of Kosta: Mrudu Kosta, Madhyama Kosta, and Pura Kosta. So those who are having Mrudu Kosta, Achya Sneha should not be administered. And Sneha Nitya, Madhya Nitya. So those who consume Sneha and Madhya regularly or daily. And then Adva, the person who is weak because of Adva, that is walking long distance. Prajagara, that is awakening in the night time. Then Stri, that is the person who is weak because of indulging in excessive sexual activity. Shranta, that is Shramita, who is tired. So in all these conditions, Na Achyam Pibeyastu, that is Na Achyam, Achya Sneha should not be given. That is these conditions are contraindicated for Achya Sneha. So next point is regarding the Vicharana Sneha. So as I said, so Achya Sneha and Vicharana Sneha are the two types of Sneha based on their Prayoga. So coming to the Vicharana Sneha, Pravicharate Avacharate Anukalpena Upavujyate Anayate Pravicharana Odanadeyaha. So this quotation is from Charaka Sutrasthana. That is Pravicharate. So those who are having the aversion to the Sneha Dravyas. So if we want to administer the Sneha Dravyas at any conditions, in that case, what we need to do is Anukalpena, that is the Anukalpas like Odana, Vilepi. Okay. So Sneha Dravyas should be mixed with such Anukalpas and given to the person. Okay. So as such we have 24 Chaturvimshati Itteta Snehasya Pravicharana. As such we have 24 types of Pravicharana Snehas. Okay. And according to Acharya Vagbhata, Achya Sneha is the one which is given for the Abhyantarapana. Whereas Vicharana Sneha is the one which is used for Mudnitela and Tarpanadi Karma. Okay. So we have the controversy between the Acharyas regarding the definition of Achya and Vicharana Sneha. So according to Acharya Vagbhata, he considers that Achya Sneha is applicable only when we take this sneha dravyas internally, whereas vicharana sneha are those which are used for the murti tela and tarpanadi karmas. And similarly, we have certain indications of vicharana sneha, like sneha dvesha, that is those who are having aversion to the sneha dravyas, and sneha nitya, that is those who take the sneha dravyas regularly, and those who are having the mrudu kosta, and klesa asaha, uh, uh, those who cannot withstand the strain, klesa asaha. And then those who are weak because of madhya nitya. Okay, so in all these conditions, tesham ishta vicharana, in all these conditions vicharana sneha will be beneficial. So the next point is that is the classification of snehana based on karma. So as I said, snehana is of three types based on the karma. They are shodhananga snehana, shamananga snehana, and bruhananga snehana. Coming to the shodhananga snehana, so we have the specific the type of snehana which is given for the purpose of shodhana is known as shodhananga snehana. That is the procedure in which the aggravated doshas are expelled out of the body is known as shodhana. So if you are giving the snehana dravyas for the purpose of shodhana, such shodhana therapy, then that will be considered as shodhananga snehana. And we have certain rules for adopting this shodhananga snehana. That is hastane jirna evane sneho atya shuddhaye bahu. That is hastane. Here the word hastane means the yesterday's, jirna evane. So the condition is when the person has digested his previous meal, previous day meal. Hastane means yesterday. Okay, so the person who has digested his previous day meal. Okay, so that will be the ideal condition for administering the shodhananga snehana. And sneho acha, that is the form of sneha which should be used is acha. Okay, so if you want to administer shodhananga snehana, then sneha dravya should be taken in the form of acha, that is pure form. And shuddhe bahu, that is the uttama matra, so it is also known as uttama matra. We know the definition of uttama matra, that is the quantity of sneha which can be digested in 24 hours is known as uttama matra. So that will be the dosage of shodhananga snehana. Okay, so so the next point is about the dose fixation of shodhananga snehana. How to fix the dose of shodhananga snehana? So for which we need to know about the kosta and agni clearly. So how to decide the kosta? We know the types of kosta, which are of three types: mrudu kosta, madhyama kosta, and krura kosta. So how to know the nature of these types of kosta? So that can be done by the two ways, that is either by interrogation or by administering the medicated dravyas. Okay. So the first method is by the interrogation. So as the patient comes to us, we'll ask the patient about the consistency of his stool, and how many times how many times that patient attends the urge of defecation. So if the person attends the urge of defecation once or twice in a day, and is having the moderate consistency of stool, that indicates he is having madhyama kosta, and more than twice in a day indicates mrudu kosta, and once or twice in a week, that is once in 2 days or 3 days, indicates he is having krura kosta. So why we need to know about the kosta? So based on the kosta only, will fix the duration of snehapana. So to fix the duration of snehapana, we need to know about the nature of kosta. So how to so in case of mrudu kosta, snehana karma should be done for 3 days, whereas in case of krura kosta, it should be done for 7 days. Okay, so that is the guidance given by the acharyas. So in case of mrudu kosta, snehana karma should for the purpose of shodhana I'm talking about. So for the purpose of shodhananga snehana, in case of mrudu kosta, it should be done for 3 days, and in case of krura kosta, it should be done for 7 days, and for madhyama kosta, it should be done in between 3 to 7 days. Okay, so to fix the duration of snehapana, first we need to know about the kosta. As I said, it can be known by asking the patient, that is how many times he attends the urge of defecation. Similarly, we can also come to know about the nature of kosta by administering a cup of milk. So if you administer a cup of milk to that person, if after taking that cup of milk, if the person tends to attend the urge of defecations very soon, then that indicates he is having Mrudu kosta. And even after administering the Tikshna Vilechaka Dravyas like Prurut, if the person does not have any sort of urge of defecation, then that indicates he is having Krura kosta. So based on these things, one can know about the nature of kosta. So once we come to know about the kosta, we will fix the duration. That is, suppose if the patient is having Madhyama kosta, then we will fix the duration as 5 days. And similarly for Krura kosta, it should be done for 7 days, and in case of Mrudu kosta, it is 3 days. Okay. So the next step is assessment of Agni. Okay. So how to know about the Agni Bala? So to know about the Agni Bala, Acharyas have mentioned Rushi Hashima. Acharya Arunadatta has commented that for Rushi Hashimatra, one can use the matra like one Bala. He has given the quantity in terms of ml itself. That is one Bala, that is 48 ml. Except him, none of the Acharyas have mentioned the quantity of Snehana in terms of quantitatively, that is in terms of ml exactly. Okay. So to know about the Agni Bala, the person should be given with the Rushi Matra. So practically, we do administer around 30 ml of Sneha Dravya to know about the Agni Bala. So how to assess the Agni Bala exactly? So let us take an example. So suppose if the person, if the patient like A, okay. So to him, if you administer 30 ml of Sneha Dravya at around 7 a.m., then around 10 a.m. if he gets the Sneha Jirna Lakshanas like Tena Udgara, we know the Sneha Jirna Lakshanas. So Tena Udgara Ushuddhasyat Tatacha Laguta Ruchi. That is Sneha Jirna Lakshanas are Udgara Vishuddha, that is clear belching, then Laguta, that is feeling of lightness, and Ruchi, that is hunger. That is after the if you administer 30 ml of Sneha Dravya at around 7 a.m. and he gets hunger at 10 a.m. that indicates he requires 3 hours to digest 30 ml of Sneha Dravya. Okay, so then what we need to do is we have to calculate the quantity of Sneha which can be digested in 24 hours, which is nothing but the Uttama Matra for that particular individual. Okay, so then calculate the amount of Sneha that can be digested in 24 hours, that is 8 yama. So in this case, in this example, it is 240 ml. So 240 ml is the Uttama Matra for that individual. That is, if he takes 3 hours to digest 30 ml, then in 24 hours will be digesting 240 ml. Okay. So such 240 ml will be the Uttama Matra for that particular individual. Okay. So next step is, so such 240 ml of Sneha Dravya should come on last day of Snehapana. That is, if the person is having Madhyama Kosta, then it should come on last day of Snehapana. In that way, we have to increase the dose regularly. So that is known as Arohana Krama Snehapana. Arohana Krama Snehapana. So such Uttama Matra should be divided by the number of days. That is, if the person is having Madhyama Kosta, it should be divided by 5. If he is having Mrudu Kosta, it should be divided by 3. And if he is having Krura Kosta, then it should be divided by 7. Okay, so if suppose in the present example, if the person is having Madhyama Kosta, then the maximum dose, that is Uttama Matra, that is 240 ml should be divided by 5, which is equals to 48 ml. So on the first day onwards, we have to start this 48 ml, and every day we have to increase by 48 ml. So that is on second day it will be 96, and the third day 144, and fourth day 192, and at last, that is on fifth day, it comes as 240 ml. So one cannot administer the Uttama Matra on the very next day of knowing the Agni Bala. So it should be administered, or it should be increased systematically. So that the systematic method is known as Arohana Krama Snehapana. Okay, so this concept is given by Acharya Kalyanakara. So the next type of sneha is shamananga snehana. So the type of sneha which is given for the purpose of shamana, that is elevating the doshas within the body. So we have the specific conditions for administering the shamana type of snehana. They are shamanaha kshuddhato ananna madhyamatraksha sheshyate. So shamana kind of snehana should be given when the person is having kshuddhato, that is when the person is having kshuddha, that is hunger, and ananna, that is prior to the meal, and the quantity of sneha should be madhyama matra. Madhyama matra. So we know the definition of madhyama matra, that is the quantity of sneha which can be digested in dvabhyam chaturbi, that is 4 yama. 4 yama is nothing but 12 hours. Okay, so if you want to administer shavana kind of sneha, then the quantity which should be used is madhyama matra, that is which can be digested in 12 hours. That is, for example, if you are administering such sneha in the morning around 10 a.m., then till night 10 p.m. he should not get hunger. Okay, so that is the concept. That is known as madhyama matra, that is which can be digested in 12 hours. Okay, so that is why shamana sneha is advised 2 times in a day, that is morning and evening. Okay, so that is the rationality of administering shamananga sneha twice in a day. So example for that is Google Tikta Kruta in case of Kitabukusta acts as the Shamananga Snehana, and Baste Ama Yantaka Kruta in case of Prameha, and similarly Kalyanaka Kruta in case of Vandyatva. Okay. So these are some of the examples which can be used in the form of Shamananga Snehana in such conditions. Similarly, one more type of snehana is bruhananga snehana. That is the type of sneha which is given for the purpose of bruhana, that is nourishment of the dhatus. So how to achieve the bruhana effect? By using this sneha dravyas. So bruhano rasamadhyade sabakto alpaha hita sa cha. That is this can be achieved by administering the sneha dravyas along with rasa, that is nothing but mausa rasa. So whenever the word rasa comes, by default we have to take that one as mausa rasa, anukta paribhasha. Then madhyade, madhya, that is alcohol, adi, etc. Okay, so this sneha dravya should be administered along with mausa rasa, madhya, etc. And it should be administered sabhakta, that is along with food bolus. And alpa, the quantity should be alpa, which is nothing but rusva matra. So we know the definition of rusva matra, that is the quantity of sneha which can be digested in 2 yama, that is 6 hours. Okay. So that is why for the purpose of bruhananga snehana, it is advised to take 3 or 4 times in a day. That is every 6th hour. Okay, so that is the rationality of administering bruhananga snehana 3 times or 4 times in a day. Okay. So that is the rules of administering bruhananga sneha. So next comes snehana vidhi, that is the procedure of administration of snehana karma. Okay, so for which we have the quotation from Susruta Chikitsasthana, where Acharya Susruta has clearly mentioned the time of administering the snehana karma. That is Atakalu Lagu Kostaya Aturaya Kutamangala Swastivachanaya Udayagiri Shikara Samstita Pratapta Kanakanikara Pitalohita Savitari Yathabalam Tailasya Gutasya Va Matram Patu Prayachit Pitamatre Cha Ushnodekena Upasrishya Sa Upanatko Yathasukam Viharet. That is when the person has got the Aushad, the Jirna proper, Samyak Jirna Lakshana. Okay, Samyak Ahara is Jirna Lakshana. Okay. That is Lagu Koshtaya. After attending the Kutamangala Swastivachanaya, after attending the auspicious rituals, and once when the sun rises and gets the color as that of golden yellow, Udayagiri Shikara Samstita Pratapta Kanaka. Kanaka means gold, Pratapta, that is red hot, Kanaka Nikara Pitalohita, golden yellow color. So when the sun rises and attains the color that is golden yellow, okay, And yatha balam, according to the condition, according to the strength of the person, tailasya grutasya va. That is either taila or gruta, or which is suitable to that particular individual. Okay, so that should be administered to the patient, and then ushnodikena upasrishya. Then patient should be given with ushnodaka, that is ushna jala, for his daily activities. Okay. So these are the guidelines given by the Acharya Sushruta to perform this Snehana Vidhi. Okay. And practically, we consider that 15 to 30 minutes after the sunrise is the ideal time of administering Snehana Karma, Snehapana. Okay. So the next point is about the Anupana. So what Anupana should be used after the Snehapana. So Acharya Charaka has said that Jalam Ushnam Grute Peyam. That is, if the person has taken Gruta, then Jalam Ushnam, Ushna Jala will be ideal. And then in case of Taila, Yusha will be ideal. And in case of Asa and Majja, Manda should be used as Anupana. And Acharya Vagbata has commented that, has given the quotation, Varishnam Ache Anupibet Sneha Tatsuka Paktaye Ashopa Shuddhecha Tavaravaskarena. So in case of all the Sneha Dravyas, generally Vari Ushnam. Vari is the name of Jala, Ushna. That is, Ushna Jala should be used Ache Anupibet. That is after the Acha Snehapana. Because Snehe Tat Sukha Pakte. So if we administer Vari Ushna, that is Ushna Jala, after taking the Acha Snehapana, it will help in Tat Sukha Pakte. It helps in easy digestion of the Sneha Dravya, and it also helps in Ashopalepa Shuddhecha. It also helps in clearing the Upalepa, that is coating, which occurs because of the intake of Sneha Dravyas. So that is why Vari Ushna, that is Ushna Jala, will be ideal after the intake of Acha Snehapana. And this should not be performed in case of Tavvar Arush Karanatu. Natu, that is, this should not be performed in case of Tuvarka and Arushkara kind of Sneha Dravyas. Because Tuvarka and Arushkara are the drugs having Ushna Virya. Okay. So in such Sneha Dravyas, if you administer Ushna Jala, so that may lead to various sorts of complications. Okay. So Ushna Jala should not be given in case of Tuvarka and Arushkara kinds of Sneha Dravyas. So the next point is about the Jiryamana Lakshana and Samyak Atyayo Lakshanas of Snehana. So how to know that the Sneha Dravya, whatever we administer, is undergoing digestion. So for which Acharya Sushruta has given the quotation, Tena Udgaro Bhavet Shuddho Bhaktam Prati Ruchi Tata Shu Pachyamane Trud Daha Brahmasada Aratiklama. That is Tena Udgara Bhavet Shuddho. So Udgara Shuddho. That is, there will be clear belching. Bhaktam Prati Ruchi. That is, the person will have the desire for the bhakta, that is food. And then Pachyamane. So this indicates the Pachyamana Avastha, and the person will have the symptoms like throat, that is thirst, Daha, that is burning sensation, and then Brahma, that is giddiness, Sada, weakness, sort of, and then Arati, that is uneasiness, Klama, that is exhaustion. So if we observe such symptoms in the patient, then one can assume that he is the Sneha Dravya is undergoing digestion. That is known as Sneha Jiryamana Lakshana. Similarly, we have Sneha Jirna Lakshana, that is the condition in which Sneha Dravya has got digested. So for which in Ashtangruda Sutrasthana, we have the quotation that like Teludgara Vishuddhyashat Tatachya Laguta Ruchi, that is Udgara Shuddhi. Of course, there will also be Udgara Shuddhi, that is clear belching, and then Laguta, that is feeling of lightness, and Ruchi, that is increased appetite. So this indicates Sneha Jirna Lakshana, that is the properly digested Snehana. And similarly, we have Samyak Snigdha Lakshana, Asnigdha Lakshana, and Achisnigdha Lakshanas. That is Vatanulomyam, Deepto Agni, Vatya Snigdham Asamratam. Vatanulomyam, that is downward movement of Vata dosha, Vata, that is flatus. Then Deepto Agni, that is increase in the digestive capacity. And then Varcha Snigdha. Varcha means Mala. So Varcha Snigdha, one can observe the snigdamsha, that is snigdamsha in the mala after the proper samyak snehana karma. And then asamhata mala, asamhata varcha, that is unformed stool. Okay, so those that indicates the properly done snehana karma. Then mardavam snigdha cha inge. So the person will develop the mardavata, that is softness of the body parts. Then so these are all the symptoms of properly done snehana karma. Then asnigdha or hina yoga of snehana, that is purusham gratitam vruksham vayur aprugurno mruduhu pakta karatvam raksham cha gatrasya asnigdha lakshanam, that is purusham gratitam. So the person will have the gratita, that is hard stool, purusha, okay. And ruksham, that is dryness, okay. And then vayur aprugurno, that is you know, upward movement of vata dosha. Then kharatvan roksham cha gatrasya, that is gatra kharatva and gatra rokshata. Okay, so the person will develop such symptoms in the body. Okay, so if you observe such symptoms, then that we can assume that the person has developed a snigdha lakshana. So similarly, we have atisnigdha lakshanas, that is panduta gauravam jatyam purushasya avipakvata tandra aruchi utkleshah shat atisnigdha lakshana. Okay, so these are the symptoms of excessively done snehana karma. And rules during this snehapana. So which what kind of dravyas should be used during this snehapana, for which Acharya Charaka has said that Drava usnam anabhishandi bhojyam annam pramanatah na atisnigdam asankirnam shvaha sneham patum ichita. Shvaha means tomorrow, sneham patum ichita. So the person who is having the desire or who is having the plan to take this sneha dravyas tomorrow, then today, that is on the previous day, the person has to take the food articles which are drava, which are having the dominance of drava, that is liquid, ushnam, that is hot, and anabhishandi. Okay, so these kind of dravya should be given to the patient. So that is the rule. Even that can be extended till the course of till the completion of course of snehana. So that is the rules. And we have certain post-procedural measures which are known as snehana paschat karma. That is usnodakopacharasya brahmacharya kshapashaya navegarodi vyayama krodha shoka himatapan pravata yanadva vakshatyasana samskriti necha attucha padanaha sapraduma rajanshicha yanyahani pibettani tavantanya nepitajet. That is for all his daily activities, usnodakopachari, that is ushna udaka, warm water should be given, and he should maintain the brahmacharyata, that is celibacy, and kshapasha, he should sleep only during the night time. Na vegarodi, he should not suppress the natural urges. And then vyayama, krodha, shoka, hima, atapan, he should not indulge in vyayama, krodha, shoka, and he should not expose himself to the excess hima, that is cold, atapa, that is sunlight, pravata, that is heavy breeze, yana, that is traveling, and then adva, that is walking long distance, bhasha ati, that is talking much, then ati asana samskriti, that is sitting in a single posture for long duration, and he should not use the pillow which is very height or very low. And swapna, that dhuma, he should not expose himself to the smoke and raja, that is dust. Okay, so all these things should be followed. Equal the time required to complete the course of sneha dravyas. Yanyahani pibettani tavantanyani pitajet. Okay, so the time required to complete the snehana karma. Okay, so that much time he should maintain all these measures. So the next point is snehana karma kata, that is the mode of action of snehana karma. So sneho anilo hanti mrudu karoti deham malanam vinihanti sangam, which is there in Charaka Siddhisthana first chapter. So how to expect the action of snehana karma. So sneho anilo hanti. So by the proper snehana karma, it helps in anilo hanti. Hanti means destroy, anila, that is vata. So it will destroy or it will elevate the aggravated vata dosha. How exactly it does? Because vata snehana is having exactly opposite to qualities as that of anila, that is vata dosha. Tatra ruksha lagu sheta kara sukshmaschala anila. So these are the properties which are attributed to vata dosha, and similarly sneha dravyas are having the qualities like guru sheta sarasnikta bandha sukshma mridu dravam. Okay, so which are almost opposite to that of vata dosha. So by the virtue of the qualities, it will elevate the aggravated vata dosha. And then mrudu karoti deham, it will make the body, it makes the body mrudu, that is soft, by virtue of the properties like snigdhata and mruduta. Okay, and then malanam vinihanti sangam, we know that usually mala sanga, that is obstruction of mala, occurs because of the increased ruksha guna. Okay, so that can be alleviated by the snigdha and vishchanda guna of sneha. So by the snigdha and vishchanda guna of snehana, ruksha guna will be elevated, by which vinihanti sangam, the obstruction which is caused by the mala will get removed. Okay, so that is how the snehana karma acts. So that is about the mode of action of sneha. So next point is snehana phalasuddhi, that is benefits of snehana karma. What can be expected out of the proper snehana karma, that is deeptantaragni parishuddha koshtah pratyagradhatuh balavarna yuktah drudendriyo mandajara shatayu snehopashevi purusha bhavettu. That is deeptantaragni. By the proper administration of snehana, one can expect deeptantaragni, that is increased digestive capacity, parishuddha koshtha, that is cleanliness of the alimentary tract, pratyagradhatu, that is strong dhatus. Okay, and then balavarna yukta, it helps in getting the proper or good color and complexion as well as strength. And drudendriya, it helps in getting the strong and stable indriyas, sense organs. Mandajara, it helps in delaying the aging process. Shatayu, that is the person will get the very long lifespan. So these are all the benefits of the of the proper snehana karma. Next point is discussion. So snehana, which is administered internally, reaches to the srotas and acts as solvent to remove the obstruction by dissolving the morbid doshas and factors, resulting in removal of sroto vimannata. Okay, so there is no universal dosage for snehana, which is there in the contemporary sciences like allopathy. So the dose for snehana varies for every individual, which depends on the various factors like kosta, agni bala, vayas, etc. So to conclude it, so snehana is not merely a pura karma, but pura karma of panchakarma, but it is an independent treatment procedure, and snehana is a shamana chikitsa for all types of vata vyadis, and it is one of the Shadvidopakramas, having its own importance in treating various diseases of vata. So that's all about my presentation. If you have any questions or queries, please let me know. Dr. Dibejati, I'm not audible. Please, you are not audible, sir. Please. Let me know if you have any queries or questions related to the said topic. Sir, you are not audible.
Sir, is my voice audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. First of all, I congratulate and thank you, sir, for such a wonderful and knowledgeful session. I wholeheartedly congratulate you, sir. And the session, the concept of Snehapana, Snehana Karma was well simplified and clarified. And our UG and PG scholar were able to take the take-home message from today's session, and definitely we will able to be successful in this above said topic. And I apologize for the technical defect or the problem we faced during the beginning of the session. But once you started the sharing the slide, your voice was clear and it was audible to all of us. So we are able to hear the voice properly. Sir, with your permission, can I take a few questions, sir?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
There is a question from one scholar. As per the definition of Vicharana Sneha, which is mixed with Odana Adi Padartha, but in 24 Vicharana, Abhyanga, Karna Purana, Gandusha, Karma are included. So, how can we understand this, sir?
Sir, Vicharana Sneha is the type of Sneha which is given other than oral route. We can understand that one as the type of Sneha which is administered other than oral route. So that is known as Vicharana. According to me, it is like that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Now I request.
So, as Acharya Vagbhata has clearly mentioned that the type of Sneha which is given for Panata is known as Acha Sneha, and that which is used other than Pana, so that will be considered as Vicharana. So according to me, his opinion regarding the definition of Acha and Vicharana is understandable or applicable in the present context.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Dr. V.G. Hiremat, sir, Professor, Department of PG Studies of Panchakarma of our college, to give vote of thanks. I welcome you, sir. Dr. V.G. Hiremat, sir.
Thank you, sir. So thank you, sir. So here, so with your permission, we have one more question, sir.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Sir, Vishwamajora Chikitsa, how the Snehana is indicated, sir?
Sorry, I'm not getting.
In Vishwamajora Chikitsa, how the Snehana is indicated to the patient?
In Vishamajara, how the Snehana Karma is beneficial.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. She is asking how in Vishamajora Chikitsa the Snehana Karma is indicated, or it is acting.
Your mode of action of Snehana Karma in case of Vishamajara, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. So since Vishama Jwara is mainly because of the derangement of the doshas, which is predominantly Pitta dosha associated with the Vata. So by the proper usage of Snehana Karma, that derangement can be managed like by the proper functioning of Vata dosha. So it will make the Pitta dosha correct. It will correct the Pitta dosha as well. By such thing, one can expect the action of Snehana in the management of Vishama.
Thank you, sir. One more question, sir.
Sir, in Amavata condition, they refer the Chikitsa as a Snehana, sir. We have to give the patient the Snehana, sir. Like ahara we have to take alone ahara or with mixed ahara, sir. But the ama will be increased, sir, if we take the snehapana.
So in Amavata, how the Snehana Karma helps, right?
Yes, in Paschat Karma, we advise the snehapana, sir.
Snehapana, in Snehana Dravya itself, we have various sorts of formulations. So in case of Amavata, such formulations which are useful in such Amavata should be selected, like Eranda Taila. So we have the simile of Eranda Taila, as said by Acharya Charaka, that is Eranda Taila acts very beneficial, acts as very beneficial in managing the Amavata. So such kind of formulation should be selected as a part of Snehana. Okay, so not all the Snehana Karma can be done in Amavata. Only selected Snehana Dravya should be selected during the management of Amavata.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So we are very much thankful to you, sir, for giving us such a very wonderful and knowledgeous thing which you shared with our students. So since beginning, actually, in the beginning, we had a bit a technical error. So we apologize for that. And so once again, I thank you for giving us all the important aspects of this Snehana, especially with respect to that fixing of dose with respect to Costa, by considering the Costa and all, and the method which you mentioned to the students, that calculation of Sneha for this Madhyama, Uttama, and Hrusva Matra, so those things. So that according to the Costa, how it is to be fixed and all those things. So it is a wonderful thing which is many of our students maybe they are not knowing, and after hearing your speech, I think they are benefited with that thing. And also you have mentioned very clearly that clear idea you have given for the administration of Shodhana Sneha as per the Shushrutas, that quotation which you mentioned, at exactly what time that Snehana has to be given in the morning. So usually everyone knows that it's morning it is to be given, but the students are very happy with this particular the quotation which you have given for understanding that concept of this Snehana and all. So with this, you have accepted our request which we have given for our this webinar series. So once again, I thank you, sir, for accepting our request and giving us this knowledgeable session for us, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And also I thank our principal, sir, for giving us this opportunity for conducting such webinar series. And even I thank our HOD, Dr. G.S. Badrinath, sir, for giving us and supporting throughout the conduction of this webinar series. And I thank even the PG scholars and the UG students, those who have involved in this webinar series conduction. Thank you, sir. Sir, you want to say something, sir?
I take this opportunity to thank organizing team, that is event president Dr. K.C. Das, sir, and then organizing chairman Dr. G.S. Badrinath, sir, organizing secretary Dr. V.G. Hireman, sir, and co-organizers Dr. S.V. Gudda madam and Dr. S.Y. Bosle madam for giving me an opportunity to talk in this beautiful platform, that is webinar Panchakarma 2021. Thank you all the staff who have worked for this directly and indirectly. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So we'll end the session, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.